Oh yeah, that's tempting. It's around here somewhere.
This is Dong Ba Market, and deep inside, somewhere in there, is what I want.
To my way of thinking, in the hierarchy of delicious, slurpy stuff in a bowl, Bún Bò Huế is at the very top.
Nguyen Quy Duc is an author and journalist who spent much of his childhood in Hue.
If I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna go to prison, they give me the last meal, this will be it.
This will be it.
This will be it.
Let's do it, man.
Here, Kim Chow creates an elaborate broth of mixed bones scented with lemongrass, spice, and fermented shrimp paste. At the bottom, rice noodles garnished, nay heaped, with tender, slow-cooked beef shank, crab meat dumplings, pig's foot, and huiet, blood cake. Garnished with lime wedge, cilantro, green onions, chili sauce, shredded banana blossoms, and mung bean sprouts, it's a wonder of flavor and texture. The greatest soup in the world.
Look at that, man. That is just unbelievable. Blood cake
Blood cake.
with the sauce.
Wow.
I want to see how much you put in there.
You gotta make it look really red in there. It has to be blood red.
And the broth is wonderful. People are put on earth for various purposes. I was put on earth to do this. Eat noodles right here.
When I was a kid, we used to tell each other, do not take a date to go out to eat this stuff, because you start sweating, your hair stick up.
Really? I would definitely bring a date for this, because if she doesn't like this, there's no hope of a relationship.
That's exactly.
You know, like if she said, oh, I don't know, there's like blood, there's icky stuff in there, that would be a relationship ender to me. I mean, I'm not kidding.
I mean, here you are having it in a market like this, but if she makes this in a place like New York or Paris, it would be real haute cuisine.
It just, I mean, this is as sophisticated and complex a bowl of food as any French restaurant. It really is just the top of the mountain. How long has she been here?
She started out when she was 12.
You live in a great country, man. Any country that could produce this is a superpower as far as I'm concerned. Man, I'm getting down to like the pepper residue at the bottom. How long does that broth have to simmer to get good?
Em ơi, cái nồi này mình nấu bao nhiêu lâu thì mới ngon?
Không bằng tiếng thôi thôi.
It's an hour.
Wow, really? I would have guessed like 14 hours. Happy, nice burny feeling around my lips, flop sweat, check. Happy. So we can pretty much cancel the rest of the show. I've achieved my happy zone. It's really all downhill from here.
After a 2-hour flight from Kuala Lumpur, I land in Borneo, third largest island in the world, divided between Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Kuching, capital of the Malaysian Sarawak. It's a sleepy city with a colorful 19th century boys' adventure story history. Pirates, headhunters, opportunists, the former domain of Sir James Brooke, an Englishman who came to be known as the White Raja. For a century, generations of the Brooke family ruled Sarawak as an independent kingdom. They created their own army, the Sarawak Rangers, who also acted as the Raja's personal guard. Tomorrow I follow the pavement as far as it goes. And then it's boats the rest of the way. But first, breakfast. And fortunately, I know exactly where to go.
I think I sat at the same table last time. If I look at my life as a continuum, a trail of noodles going round and round the world until it comes right back to the same spicy bowl. Oh, yeah. That is, can I say tumescent on CNN? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, yeah, baby. This is just a magical dish. I don't know, it's like two types of noodles, I think. Chicken, prawn, coconut, chili. And, you know, the main event of this, it's the broth. The wisdom of the ages is contained in there. It's like super complex. Might be more of this. All right, I'll have another one of these. More. It's the broth. The broth. Look at it. Ah, thank you. Okay, now I'm becoming the object of much amusement. People have noticed I'm on my second. Damn. Best breakfast ever.
Tokyo may well be the most amazing food city in the world, with a nearly unimaginable variety of places stacked one on top of the other, tucked away on every level of densely packed city streets. At Lawson's, you can dig into their unnaturally fluffy, insanely delicious, incongruously addictive egg salad sandwiches. I love them.
Oh, yeah!
Layer after layer after layer of awesome. Crowded eateries serving who knows what. But it all smells delicious and looks enticing.
Right now we're in the middle of downtown Jackson, Ferris Street.
It's a street with a lot of history, what it used to be like back in the day.
The street was packed with folks. Folks all over, they had their own restaurants, grocery stores, juke joints. I mean, everything happened on Ferris Street that happened in Jackson for the African-American community.
The state capital of Jackson, Mississippi, located along Interstate Highway 55, just outside what's known as the Mississippi Delta. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder, why did they make it the capital? Until you grab hold of what used to be around here. Ferris Street used to be the hub of African-American life in this city, its black commercial cultural center. When Dr. King came to town, he came here. Everybody did. Medgar Evers had an office just upstairs, here. Musicians like Tommy Johnson, Sonny Boy Williamson II, and Elmore James all played here, and the likes of Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, Count Basie, and Louis Armstrong all took the stage at places like the Crystal Palace Ballroom and the Alamo on Ferris Street.
What happened? Where did it all go?
What killed Ferris Street was immigration. Once we were able to branch out of our own indigenous black-run businesses, the black-owned businesses died.
Right.
So great for the black race, but terrible for the black business. In fact, the only reason you're coming to Ferris Street right now is we have 2 churches, 2 funeral homes, and the Big Apple Inn. So you're gonna either die, worship, or come to my place to eat, and that's the only trap you
Or
have.
all three in that, you know.
Right.
Not in that order, but.
Want 'em hot? How y'all doing today?
Back when things were hopping, Gino Lee's great-grandfather Juan Big John Mora moved to Mississippi from Mexico City, started a family with an African-American woman in Jackson. He sold hot tamales out of a steel drum on the corner. In 1939, he moved the operation inside, right here. Now, the last restaurant on the street. Lurking inside, waiting for us, is John T. Edge, who leads the Southern Foodways Alliance.
Mr. Edge, how you doing?
Well, sir.
Who makes a point, a mission, out of knowing and teaching as much as he can about the real culinary traditions of the South, and doing what he can to keep them alive and unmolested.
Thanks, sir.
Look at that. Awesome. It's just like a dream sandwich.
What you go for here are smokes, smoked sausage sandwiches, and these magnificent beauties, pig ear sandwiches called ears. Both pretty much served with the same garnishes of slaw, mustard, homemade hot sauce on a soft bun.
Now, as I understand it, originally this was one of those, nobody wants these things, they're dirt cheap.
That's exactly right. In fact, by dirt cheap, the ears were actually free.
Right.
When my great-grandfather started getting the pig ears, the local butcher was giving them to him because he was just throwing them away.
It's everything we love about pig, the texture, the mix of fatty, lean, all that. Oh, that's good. Man, that is just hard to beat.
Isn't that good? Mm-hmm. It's a good sandwich.
And of course, some hot tamales, which at this point in history are about as Mississippi as they are Mexican. Like the blues, they came out of Mississippi in the early 20th century as Mexican migrant workers came in to replace African Americans who were headed to work in the great factories and stockyards of Chicago and Detroit.
You know, sitting down here, eating tamales, we can sketch a history of Mississippi. And that's kind of what I'm most interested in doing, helping Southerners understand that their foods are as African as they are Western European. And hopefully by way, if not, largely more, you know, music and, you know, all the other cultural expressions of the South. I think food is a sneaky way of getting at some of the serious stuff we've been talking about.
As I told you before, I didn't know what a cool job or what a cool restaurant I had until you showed it to me. I'm just making a living. You know, just like a lot of folks around Mississippi. We're not trying to make history. We're not trying to increase tourism. All we're doing is doing what we do.
There is a discomfort level about exploring Southern foodways, or particularly Mississippi foodways.
Right.
When you're talking about high-end traditional Southern cooking, you're talking plantation slavery cooking, because that's where these recipes came from. So to revel in that, you don't want to tumble into nostalgia. The potential for awkwardness and offense is enormous.
I want to be careful. I'm not saying that's what I want the South to be. I'm saying that's what people come to the South looking for.
Right.
They come to the South looking for the past preserved in an amber. But the reality is something different. I don't want to fix it in the past. I don't want to fix it in 1865 or 1965. I want it to progress and change. I want to document the change along the way and celebrate that change along the way. The burden of race is upon us and we ain't gonna shake it. And that can make us better.
This looks really good.
Night in Metro Manila, and I'm ready for my single favorite Filipino street food. Possibly the best thing you could ever eat with a cold beer. I'm talking, of course, about sisig. Hot, sizzling pig face with a runny egg on top, and bitch, you better act somebody because nothing is getting in between me and this spicy, chewy, fatty goodness.
Mix it up and go.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. There's a lot of sisig restaurant here, but here's one is the best.
This is really, really good.
This evening's dining companions, cover band, Regatta.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
You may remember them from such epic office Christmas parties as last night's.
This is the Christmas season. A lot of Christmas parties?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
A lot of work? This is a good season for you guys.
It's a big season.
All over Southeast Asia. Any hotel lobby, any hotel bar, there's a Filipino band.
Exactly.
And that is true.
And I've sat there drunk and challenged band after band. Shirley Bassey, no problem. All of Dark Side of the Moon, no problem. All of Guns N' Roses, no problem.
And that is true.
Music and singing are a huge part of life in the Philippines. So making it as a cover band, being sent abroad to perform, is a big deal. But one thing remains the same always. to succeed, you better be able to pick up new material fast.
Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Tony Braxton,
And of course,
Beatles, and Elvis Presley.
How many songs in your repertoire?
On my
Around how
repertoire,
many?
Like 1,000 already.
And if you don't know it, you pretty much can fake it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years from now, where would you like to be? Where would you like to be playing?
That's a good question. Like, my biggest dream is to play in Las Vegas, the US. This is my dream.
When we get to the dream, you know, playing at Las Vegas, we want to play first. When we got there, we are the champions. If we get there.
So much. Holy crap. Okay. This is a challenge. People keep coming up to me in the street. The first thing they say is, have you had doubles yet? Did you get a doubles yet? So I'm eating doubles, all right?
Doubles are a Caribbean take on the Indian chana bhatura. 2 floppy, tender pieces of soft Indian-style bread loaded with a wet heap of curried chickpeas, pepper sauce, and mango.
Structurally, I have questions here. I don't want seepage. Seepage is never good. If someone uses seepage in a sentence, nothing good is going to happen. I'm going to suck the paper. I don't think there's meat in here. And I still like it. It's really, really good.
There's something magical about the smell. The minute you touch down here, it grabs you and captivates you, and chances are, it holds you forever. I'm not the first to feel this way. There is no better place to entertain the leader of the free world, in my opinion, than one of these classic, funky, family-run noodle shops you find all over Hanoi. Dinner and a beer cost about $6. I'm guessing the president doesn't get a lot of state dinners like this.
How often do you get to sneak out for a beer?
Very rarely. First of all, I don't get to sneak out, period. But once in a while, I'll take Michelle out on a date night. The problem is, part of enjoying a restaurant is sitting with other patrons and enjoying the atmosphere. And too often, we end up getting shunted into one of those private rooms in the back.
Well, I'm glad I could help, and to many
I
more
appreciate it.
viewers, Mr.
Absolutely.
President.
All right, you're gonna have to.
I will walk you through.
You're gonna have to walk me through this.
We're about to eat Bún Chả. And it is about as typical and uniquely a Hanoi dish as there is. These beautiful little pork patties, some grilled pork belly.
Bún Chả is served in a broth of vinegar, sugar, and the ubiquitous guac mam, or Vietnamese fermented fish sauce.
Chilies to taste. I mean, if you have an important state function after, you might not want to
You
go
know
too
what?
heavy on garlic.
I'm going with this thing. You know, we're gonna do what's appropriate.
Vinegar.
All right.
And then you just hack off noodles. You just drop them in your bowl.
Yeah, it's not too elegant, but I'm managing.
And you dip and stir and get ready for the awesomeness.
I'm ready. Now, is it appropriate to just pop one of these whole suckers in your mouth, or do you think that you should be a little more...
Well, slurping is totally acceptable in this part of the world, but
It takes some skills, by the way, to handle these sticky cold noodles. But whatever your opinion of the man, the president has those skills. I gotta say.
This is killer. This is outstanding.
So good to hear.
It's really good.
And we share, apparently, a sentimentality about Asian street food and Southeast Asia in general.
One of my favorite meals of all time. There's an area between Jakarta and Bandung, another city in Indonesia, called Puncak, and it's up through the mountains. So you'd have these roadside restaurants overlooking the tea fields. There'd be a river running through the restaurant itself, and there'd be these fish, these carp that would be running through, and you'd pick the fish. They'd grab it for you and fry it up, and the skin would be real crispy, and they just serve it with better rice. And it was the simplest meal possible, and nothing tasted so good.
Now, as a Chicagoan, trickier question fraught with peril. Is ketchup on a hot dog ever acceptable?
No. No, I mean that. That's one of those things like, well, let me put it this way. It's not acceptable past the age of 8.
My daughter's 8, and she put ketchup on eggs the other day, and I didn't know what good parenting called for at this point.
An intervention.
I think so.
I think you just got to say, you know what, that's not acceptable. I'm sorry.
We're at a point where we seem to be turning inwards. I mean, we're actually talking about building a wall around our country. And yet you have been reaching out to people who don't necessarily agree with this. Gaza, Iran, Cuba. I mean, I just wish that more Americans had passports. The extent to which you can see how other people live seems useful at worst and incredibly pleasurable and interesting at best.
It confirms the basic truth that people everywhere are pretty much the same. The same hopes and dreams. And when you come to a place like Vietnam and you see former American Vietnam vets coming back, when you see somebody like a John Kerry or a John McCain, two very different people politically and temperamentally, but who were able to bond in their experience of meeting with their former adversaries. And you don't make peace with your friends. You make peace with your enemies.
As the father of a young girl, is it all going to be okay? It's all going to work out. My daughter will be able to come here in 5 years, 10 years. She'll be able to have a bowl of Bún Chả, and the world will be a better place.
Yeah, I mean, I think progress is not a straight line. You know, there are going to be moments at any given part of the world where things are terrible. But having said all that, I think things are going to work out.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers.